Hi, it's January now, which means it's time for us to start thinking about getting our 1099s out. And if you use QuickBooks, it's pretty easy to do. You're going to click on your vendors menu, and there's an option right there to print 1099s and the 1096, which is the summary of your 1099s. And essentially, we all know that when we produce 1099s, we produce them for people who are non-employees but who are compensated for their time. In other words, subcontractors. And it's important, of course, we all know that we pay anybody who is paid more than, or we 1099 anybody, I should say, who is paid $600 or more during the year. Now, QuickBooks, when you go into the vendors menu and you look at the whole print 1099s, 1096 dialog, you'll see it makes it very easy, runs you through a series of reports. You can run one report which will enable you to look at all your vendors, and it'll enable you to see in a snapshot who's been marked eligible for a 1099, and if you have it, what their social security number or tax ID number is. And it allows you to go through the list and determine by vendor which ones you need to go get that information for. Now, here's the problem. If you have a long list consisting of, let's say, 2,000 vendors, then that's a lot of people to go through, and you can quickly eliminate probably 90-95% of them by simply running a report that shows me who was paid. Only people, for that matter, only vendors who are paid more than $600 during the year, or $600 or more. And the problem is QuickBooks doesn't give you a preset template that does that. You can run a vendor balance detail, and that's going to give you the entire history for the year if you set it for the date range for that year for that vendor. The problem is it won't give you just a quick line by line, here's the vendor, here's how much they were paid for the year. In order to get that so that you can then sort it and eliminate anybody who was paid less than $600, you're going to need to go a little step further than what QuickBooks provides for you. You're going to need to run some reports and dump them into Excel and then do some magic in Excel. And I've got a tutorial in my Learning Center that walks you through this. If you go to our Learning Center at www.nerdenterprises.com and click on the orange button that says Learning Center, you'll see in the QuickBooks classes there's a class on 1099s, and it walks you through how to create this report and run it into Excel and sort the report and cut it up such that you can quickly get to a list of only those people who are paid $600 or more during the year. Then you can go back to QuickBooks and look at just those vendors and make sure that you've got the tax ID and that you've got them marked eligible just for those vendors. It'll save you hours of time because you won't have to go through your entire vendor list, and that's the key, of course. So visit our Learning Center at www.nerdenterprises.com. Go to the Learning Center, go into the QuickBook classes, and you'll see our class on 1099s. I think we have it for $25 right now. You can check it out in the shopping cart, and in minutes you'll have a link emailed to you where you can download the class and you can be off and running and learning how to do this right away. Hope your year's off to a great start.